Hey everybody, this is Dream, and today I'm going to be reviewing Ice Cream Surfer. Ice Cream Surfer is developed and published by Dolores Entertainment. Dolores Entertainment has also brought you Indigo 7, which we reviewed recently, and also Bit Dungeon Plus from a long time ago. So this game is a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up, kind of in like a 1942 style game. What I mean by that is that there's these shooting games where you basically have airplanes and you fly left to right, and you have to shoot at different enemies that come at you. This is kind of the same style of game, only this time you're using these little characters that stand on ice cream cones, or you could use Superman, who is literally an ice cream sandwich, or you can use some other dudes that are flying around on popsicles and things like that. So there's 5 different characters in the game, and they all have different types of abilities. And depending on how you like to play these types of games, you might like one character or another. And then you also have power-ups that can kind of deal different types of damages to all the different enemies on the screen at that moment. And then in each level, there's basically waves of enemies come at you, and then there's a boss fight. And as you complete those boss fights, you will move on to the next level and the next level. There's also 3 different difficulty levels in the game, easy, medium, and hard. And they do actually get progressively harder. Easy was not too terrible. There was one level that was actually kind of difficult boss that was kind of really hard to deal with, but until you figured it out. But it wasn't too bad. But and on hard, it's actually pretty daggone difficult. But it's still doable. That said, there's also different collectibles that you can pick up in the game to spell the word ice cream. This is something that other games like these do. This game is actually pretty funny and interesting. It kind of reminds me of Freedom Finger. It doesn't take itself very seriously, but it's funny in its own right. Though it is pixelated and it's not the best graphically, but it's also not as bad as other ones that have come out in the recent times either. I definitely like Freedom Finger better than this one, but this is still a pretty decent little game. If you find it hilarious, then it definitely helps. Basically, in the game, you fire ice cream type stuff at the enemies, and the enemies are all vegetables. So I'm not sure what the what the reasoning for this is, but it's still a funny little thing. There is also a comic book that you unlock as you progress through the game after you beat the game the first time, and so you can kind of read that, and it's kind of silly too. But that said, there's achievements for beating the game and with each of the different characters, and basically you have unlimited continues, so if you fail in a level, you can restart with a different character at that point. And also, once you beat the game the first time, you can literally just do the last level on each difficulty to get those achievements. There's also achievements for getting 30,000 points and collecting 8,000 gems. I'm not exactly certain if you need to do the 8,000 gems in one run, which would be kind of difficult, and same with the points. But actually, it is true for the points for sure. But those are actually pretty difficult achievements, but I think that they'll probably be doable once you get used to the game and figuring out how to play through it. With that said, I'm going to give the game a 7 out of 10, actually. It's pretty fun for what it is. I mean, there's nothing here you haven't seen before in these types of games. But it's silly, and you're, shooting vegetables with ice cream characters. So, it's just silly, and if you don't take it too seriously, then you'll have some fun with this for a little while. We don't have a price for it yet, so I can't really base on that. Some of their previous games have been priced at $14.99, so that would be a little high for me on this. If this game is like $7.99, I think that'd be probably the max that you'd want to pay for it. But overall, it's not a terrible game. You'll have some fun playing it. So that's pretty much all I got for this one. Thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing. Let us know in the comments what you think, and have a nice day.